Hello, America. Welcome to America's Healthcare Advocate Show, broadcasting coast to coast across the USA here on the HI Radio Network. Joining me in studio again, Philip Sarnecki. Welcome back.
Thanks, Gary. Great to be here again.
I hope to have you back a lot more.
I'd love to be back a lot more. This is fun. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Kansas has got some problems. I think a lot of us live in a cocoon, especially here in Johnson County, where everything looks wonderful and we think everything is great in the state. In reality, when you travel around the state, that's not necessarily what you see. Now, I've spent a lot of time in Hays, Kansas, believe it or not. I did a full radio week in Scott City, Kansas, a number of years ago for a farm convention. I'm on the air in Wichita. I'm on the air in Salina. I'm on the air in Great Bend, across the state on 15 radio stations. So I think there's a message here that needs to get out. So here's some things you probably don't know. Kansas ranked overall 21st in sales tax, 26th in corporate tax, 26th in property tax, and 23rd in overall taxes compared to Missouri, Texas, Indiana, which are ranked 7th, 10th, and 12th. Now, I know this is an issue you're concerned about. We can't attract business, and we'll talk about star bonds here in a little while. And we can't seem to attract new business. You and I talked about this the first time. Why do you think that is, Philip?
Well, you just mentioned the taxes, and it's actually worse than that because when you rank those, we're ranked against states like California and New York and Hawaii and Connecticut and Washington. But if you actually just take the states that are our border states that we compete with, maybe throw in Iowa and Arkansas, we actually have the highest personal income tax rate of all those states. We have the second highest corporate tax rate of all those states, and property taxes, which are not a problem in every state, but they're certainly a problem here in Kansas because our career politicians have failed to do anything about it. We are about, if you take those states and average them out, we're about 50% higher on average with our property taxes versus all those states around us. So, why are we not attracting enough business? Well, if you have the highest personal income tax rate, the second highest corporate tax rate, and you're overtaxing your people to death, we are also over-regulating our people to death. As I go around the state, as I talk to legislators, one of the big issue with business owners that when you speak to them is how much regulation they have to deal with in the state of Kansas. Rip out a lot of those regulations and get the obstacles out of the way to allow entrepreneurs and investors and business leaders to want to come to Kansas to build their businesses all across the state.
Similar things to what Glenn Youngkin did, what President Trump did with their executive orders, wiping out a lot of the bureaucracy, the nonsense, the ridiculous things that businesses have to go through. And we both know, because we're both private businessmen. Right. We've been on the other side of this a long time. You look at what's going on in some of these states where they're taking what were old utility facilities or coal facilities, turning them into gas and putting up AI projects next to them. You look at some of the things that they're accomplishing. You look at what just happened with the Kansas City Star building. That building got sold to a data center because they had the power there to run the AI that they're going to do because they ran printing presses in there. Duh. I mean, where around this state are there factories, opportunities that are sitting there empty, vacant, that could be converted if somebody were in the forefront of this? But it seems like nobody cares.
Well, I don't know that nobody cares, but I think people don't understand. I mean, when you're a politician, most of them have zero business experience to speak of whatsoever. And so it's just, they don't understand it. It's not the lens with which they look through. And so I think one of the things, as you know, I've been doing for over 30 years is we've been building businesses, we've been creating jobs, we've done it all across the state of Kansas. Kansas needs to be the best place for businesses. It needs to be the best place for families. And I believe we can do that. I really do. But we have to come alongside and partner with the people of Kansas, partner with the businesses of the state of Kansas to make this work for everybody, because it's not working for everybody right now.
So that means that you're going to concentrate on getting the message out to the business owners.
Yes.
And to potential business owners that want to come into this state.
And investors.
We're open for business.
That's right.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah. And, those are the conversations I've been having for over 3 decades. Those are the conversations I'm really comfortable with. But we also have to create an environment that attracts people here. And we're going to have to do that by cutting regulations and by reducing the tax burden, both on individuals, because we have to have the labor force, and then also on businesses as well.